April's shower will be so pretty, and the girls from work will love the lunch I've got planned. The beef buttermilk soup will be served in teacups and anchor the buffet on one side. The luncheon sandwich tort is chilling and setting up so it'll slice into nice cake-like wedges. For desserts, of course, what do you make? Pastry chefs. A cake, but this is an ice cream layer cake. They're surrounded by cake every day, in and out, and believe me, when you're around it all the time, you don't get tired of it, but I need to do something different and special for the girls. My pan is lightly greased, but I want to line it with parchment. Because it's being stored in the freezer, I want to be able to lift the cake out easily. This piece acts as handles, so I can lift the whole cake out, and this second piece acts as insurance, so I know the ice cream won't stick to the sides of the pan. I am making a crust or a base for the layer cake. And I thought instead of traditional graham cracker crumbs, I'd use ground up ginger snap cookies. So first, about half a cup of toffee bits into the ginger snap cookies, and half a cup of melted butter. It could easily be oatmeal cookies or even chocolate cookie crumbs too. Just press this into the pan. That crust just has to be in there for 12 minutes, just to set. I also want to add a layer of toasted hazelnuts. And these are sliced hazelnuts, so they'll be nice and tender as I slice into the ice cream cake. And they take the same amount of time in the oven as the crust. And while those things are cooking, I have another layer to build, my caramel sauce layer. I'm going to sandwich that between the two flavors of ice cream and also drizzle it on top of the cake. 2 cups of sugar, along with a splash of white vinegar. Adding a little bit of acid to the sugar when you start caramelizing. It can be vinegar, lemon juice, even cream of tartar. Helps keep sugar in its liquid state so that it can reach that beautiful amber color. And half a cup of water. The water just melts the sugar faster. And I keep it on high heat and cook it uncovered. As it cooks, I brush the sides of the pot really close to the line of the sugar as it's cooking. This keeps the edges of the pot clean. When it starts boiling vigorously, I even sprinkle a little sugar right in the center of the pot, just to make sure no crystals are forming. To make a caramel sauce, you need to add whipping cream. If I were to let this just set, it would be caramelized sugar. It would be crunchy and hard. I've got 1.25 cups of whipping cream, and I'll shut this off the heat. I've got a nice even caramel color. That smells so good. It does, it really smells so good. Now, it's very, very hot, so I have to watch for steam. I like a nice long-handled whisk. And I add first a little, just a touch, because it bubbles up. What's great is the cream makes the caramel a sauce now, but it also cools down the caramel. So I'll just let it cool while I build the first ice cream layer of my layer cake. I've just let Andrew's panna cotta or caramel ice cream soften up a bit, just so I can spread it into my cooled crust. I've got my cooled crust. Generous sprinkle of those toffee bits. And a nice sprinkling of the cooled toasted hazelnuts as well. So now I've built a distinctive layer between the two ice creams. When I slice into the cake, it will look like a layer cake. I know the girls are going to love this cake. Now that my caramel sauce is cool, I can slather a layer over these toasted hazelnuts and toffee bits. The great thing about caramel sauce in the freezer is because it's pure sugar, it doesn't freeze solidly. So I'll have an actual gooey, oozy caramel sauce in between the two ice cream flavors. It's nice and soft now, so easy to spread. I love that you can make this cake with virtually any ice cream combo you want. And to finish the cake, just a little drizzle of a caramel sauce. The higher up you hold the spoon, the finer the drizzle line you get. Got just enough time to change before the girls start arriving.